Hello, welcome to Musher's Tales. So we're on the trap line, just starting out. Only checked one snare, the one where we got the fox yesterday. And we're going to set a couple of wolf snares right now. Blind sets once again. I know wolves swing by here on a regular basis. It's not like a fox, you know, foxes every 3 or 4 days are in the area or sooner. Wolf could be 6 weeks, it could be like 2 months, or it could be tomorrow. So they're very hard to predict. Why are they around here? Moose and deer. So it's to set the areas here where they're going to go through, but not to catch a moose or a deer. I know right now there's a doe with a fawn not far from here. I know there's also 2 cow moose hanging around here. So if they don't get killed, the moose have to make it till tomorrow night, dark. Then they're safe for a year from the people. But the wolves know they're here too, and they're going to swing by. In terms of equipment, again, it's the same stuff. It's cable and locks. Wolf, I spruced it up a bit. Like, I have a cam lock here. I have a killer spring. I use different kinds of wire. This is 1x19. It's stiffer. And over here, like I have 7x7. So different situations. Some I tie solid. Some I use grapples if I have nothing to tie solid to. So my goal today is if I can get 6 wolf snares in. That's the spots I have in my head right now. There I have 6 spots that I want to set. Or it's really 3 spots I want to set, but 2 snares in each. And then I'll be happy with that, with running a few traps. So we'll show you how it's done. So this is a spot I want to set right here. I'm kind of having second thoughts right now because yeah, definitely I'm seeing a few possibly a few moose tracks. Maybe not. Don't want to catch a moose. The idea is not to go too far down the trail. I caught 2 in this trail last year, which is really good. It's not a trail that pays off every year. Wolves aren't like that. You'll catch a few and then all of a sudden the spot will go dead because the other wolves just avoid it. So yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to set this. Not going to set it because right now the odds are too big for moose. I'll wait a bit because what happens is right now the moose are going crazy because there's people everywhere in the woods. Generally speaking, once the season ends, the moose go crazy again for a little bit trying to find each other. They're all spread out and there's a lot less of them. And then they herd up for the winter. So not herd up, I mean they gather. So there's a couple of them to yard up for the winter. So yeah, so no moose, no wolf sets here. I'm disappointed. Because the thing is, the wolves are, you know, they don't swing by 100 times. So the time is set for them as early as you can. So anyways, not going to take a chance. Here's a classic otter set. Old beaver hut right there. Dried up beaver pond. And over the dam. Gotta be careful here because it's a good slippery spot. Got a trail, something's traveling there. Beaver otter. And you got a 280 set right there. So something will happen there. It's a blind set. It's just a question of time. 3 empty snares. Gotta run them. Just focus on the head. Look right down the barrel on the head. Oh, good shot. Oh, there's another one, isn't there?
Yeah. Go.
Focus on the head. Oop, there's a third.
There's a third, but it's gone.
Well, it's not gone that far.
Yeah, no, it's...
Might be wet there, though. The sharpshooting wife.
First time in a while. Jeez, I didn't miss.
No, you just got him in the head. Just good shots. Just throw him here. Okay. You think the other one went that far?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, he'll be there another day. He'll be there another day. Yeah, good times.
Pretty cool though, eh? When you flushed one.
Well, then
When you
there's
get
another.
one?
Then there's another one. Gonna see if I can set some wolf snares here. So what I say here, I'm not worried about moose going by. I'm worried about deer. Deer use this trail sometimes, and I've caught deer in this trail and wolf snares. And you call the wardens, and they let him go if he's alive. Or anyways, something I don't want to do, but it's not a bad spot. So let's try it. The plan. Just on the other side of this tangle here, there's a nice trail. So I'm hoping this tangle will stop the deer. The deer will veer off, and I'll set just the other side. You know, a wolf could go by there, could go by there, I don't know. But if I go up a little further ahead, I know I'm going to have a better spot. And I always bring, you know, I'm going to set 2 snares. I have maybe 4 or 5 here. Reason being, you never know what's going to fit, what's not going to fit. So we're on the other side. And look what we have here. Bunch of crap, but there, it's nice. So there, it's pretty obvious right there. And like I said, hopefully deer will swing by. So I'm going to put 2 snares right here. The question is always what to tie them to. So, first one, this I'm going to leave here, even though I don't like it. No, I'm going to move this if I can. Here we go. So, whoop. I want to set one around. Well, actually, I'm going to set one where I always set one. Look, I got my blue flag there. So I'm going to set one right there. Then I'm going to set one between my wife and I. So we'll start with one back here. This stuff is hard to work with. Double number 9 wire. 7x7 cable. You know, you can tow your truck. People think I do a little bit of overkill with a double 9 wire, but let's say I don't have any wolves snapping any snares. Size of the tree, and he's not going to chew this off and he'll choke down. It could, you know, if you're in doubt, you go low. Hard to do twice. I got to make sure my wire is long enough here, which is always tough. Yeah, I'm good. Ideally you want, there we go, double on the tree. And I'll tell you something, setting snares is, you know, you're always in the needles and it's dirty and everything. It's a bit of a pain, but it's a walk in the park compared to picking up snares. Because when you pick up snares, like or not, there's snow on the ground, you're gonna get soaking wet. I set my wolf snares at knee height. Height of my knee, center height of my knee. I need to hold it up. I wanted to break something, it didn't work very well. I don't know if this will work. The problem with setting wolf snares too is that the equipment's heavy. The equipment's very heavy, and gravity's always there. It's hard to get the equipment to hold where you want it to hold. Like right now I'm struggling. This is a new snare. So this wire caught last year. I can just tell because of looking at the snare and how it's set up. There you go, a little wrapper on there. It's fiddling, fiddling, fiddling. Now some people want a perfect loop, some people want a teardrop. I'm not overly fussy. I'd like this to be out another inch, so I'll be honest with you. I'm not very happy with this snare right now. Because I find my circles just a bit small. There we go. Right here. Of course, if I had my pliers on me, it'd be cool, but I don't. See, I'd like this, I'd gain maybe half an inch, which I could use a half an inch right now. Okay, now we're in the game at least. You want this upwards just a hair. Okay, I'm getting close, I'm getting close. Oh, what's that look like? That looks like not bad. I gotta make sure the cam lock's not just gonna drop with the wind. There we go, that's gonna hold it there. Back up. My camera lady can bend down and look through the snare at me. Go back up please. Back up. There you go. Yeah. See right through the snare? So, right on my knee, more or less. This little thing here is going to make him raise his head. Remember, the wolves going through here, they're hunting, eh? When they're going through here, they're trying to scare up a rabbit. I mean, it probably could be a lone wolf, could be a pack. If it's a pack, they've fanned out and they're just going through, and if they scare up a rabbit, whoever gets a rabbit or whatever they fall upon to eat. Wolves are always starving. That's or they're running down a deer, or running down a moose, or hassling a moose, or they're just traveling through because they dispersed to check on things, and then they're going to meet again. So yeah, this is pretty good. This is all right. That's all right. So yeah, there you go. First wolf snare of the year set. It'll be here for a while. So putting second set, and there's nothing, I don't have anything with enough wire to tie to right now. So grapple. Just basically snare on a grapple. That's something I've been doing for years. And it's something I don't know anybody else to do or I've ever seen anybody doing, to be honest with you. So, and it works. It works. Oh, it just lets you tie off further. Why do I have the flagging on the grapple? Because if the grapple should become undone, well then, sometimes when an animal's dead, it's hard to see things. He's curled up beneath the tree, so you see the flagging. I've already had, I nabbed a pack of wolves. And when you have wolves running with a grapple around their leg, it's very exciting. Very, very exciting. If we look, see, you have a bit of a trail here. The other side's dirty. You have a bit of the trail I came in on, but it joins right here, so I'm going to be slapping it here. The grapple, I'm going to tang it. I'll go down low. Okay, far from perfect, but it's gonna do. Loop's a bit bigger than I want, but at the same time, once his head's in there, it's gonna fall. What I'm a little afraid of is a head and a foot goes through, but I mean, he's gonna be there anyway, so the goal is that he's there. So this makes a little triangle. It's all blocked up, old logging roads. And I'm not gonna set that. Like some guys that talk, when you set for wolves, they say like put like 50 snares, and I don't do that. If I have 24 going in, that's max, and that's over like 300 square kilometers. So I don't do that. I just set one here. Reason being, okay, this is my theory, okay, and it's just a theory. I could be wrong. It could be full of beans, and animals act differently in different areas, and blah blah blah. Okay, but what I've noticed is that wolves have pack trails and they have individual trails. Now, it's like when you're walking with a bunch of friends on the sidewalk. Some guy's always in the left, some guy's always in the right, some guy's always in the middle, right? There's a pattern. Well, wolves do the same thing, but they're going through the bush. So when they go, when they're hunting, okay, if they're traveling, they're one behind the other. They're in a line, okay? When you set those trails, you'll catch the first one, and that'll be it, because the first one's already in the snare. Now you might, if you have other snares around and the pack freaks out, yes, you could pick out the rest of the pack as they circle around the caught one. Yes, you can do that. That's the guys for 50 snares, and that's how they work. I don't want to catch a bunch of wolves. I don't want to catch the pack. I want to catch a few wolves. If I catch the pack's gone. I got no more wolves. Okay, like I kind of like wolves. They're an important part of the ecosystem. So my goal is not wolf control. My goal is a game of chess with, the apex predator. Okay, so I want to catch a wolf and targeting a wolf. So what I've noticed here in the past is this snare here I just set is that an individual wolf swung through here. He went beside that tree. And there's a very faint path. I mean, in other words, if wolves swing by, like one will go up there, one will go up beside where my wife is, the other trail. And one will go where I just set the other two snares. They're going to fan out because there's 6 or 7. Well, one of them has used this trail before. So if he's alive, if he's still alive and he swings by, he'll go right by here. And I might put an incentive like a beaver carcass or something in the woods. So if there is one and they are come around and they're trying to smell a beaver carcass, well, one might swing through here. This is doesn't look like much, but it's a beauty of a snare. The height's a bit low because he's going to go up a hill. So when things go up or downhill, the head's not in the same position. So anyways, if I catch one in there, I'll be pleased. Catch one anywhere, I'll be pleased. Just kicked up a couple of spruce grouse. They're hard to see, eh? He's in that tree right there. I don't see him yet, though.
I see.
Okay, get close enough. Hold on a second. See if I can get. I want to see if you're close enough. And again, wait. Give me a second. Give me a second. Take your time. Okay, concentrate on his head. Okay.
The other one took off.
Yeah. Well, anyway, a few feathers in the air. When you don't hear the wings drumming, it usually means you've got a couple of pellets in the body. There you go. The other one took off far?
I just heard it.
Yeah. Anyways. So.
But it was just in the tree next door. Next door.
Thank you. There we go. So I'm going to make an otter, an anything set pretty well. Whatever swims through a culvert. So what I have a, they call it a KB stabilizer. The guy who invented it, his initials were KB. Kurt something. I think it's Kurt Beauregard, but I'm not sure. So a KB stabilizer. At 280. Piece of cable, which I hope is long enough. And we'll go set this and see what it looks like. Always tricky setting a culvert. I don't want to get wet feet, and there's a bit of current. And 280s scare the hell out of me. Snapped my thumb once. They're vicious, vicious traps. Stabilizer's on. Set. So, one safety off. Two safeties are off, and this is going to look stupid. Looks like you'll never catch a thing, but it works great. Great in the current. I'm going to position it better than the first one we're trying to do. Now, the springs of the trap are what guide the animal. And just like that, now I've caught mink in this. The only thing is, if a leaf or something comes down, well, a leaf or twig will spring it. So if anything's swimming down, you goes right down the center where the current is, and boom. That's it. So that's it for this episode of Musher's Tales. Hope you found it interesting. Skunked, nothing in the traps. I expected to have 2 beaver, had nothing. Didn't check very much though. Set what I wanted to set. You know, 5, 6 wolf snares and an otter set and a mink set.